awareness to the world so that we can start having fewer people needing transplants or fewer people dying, because we really do not understand. And I'm not one to be able to understand. I don't. I'm just beginning in small baby steps, which is what you look at the program as a step-by-step organization, a little bit at a time. But it is through your voice, students, that things will change. And this is why we look at talking with senior students, because you are the voices of our future. And so today we are hoping that you will bring awareness to yourselves and start promoting and sharing that awareness with others. And hopefully we will have more people surviving and getting what they need to have a full life. I can't imagine what the Cuthberts and what Mrs. Rasmussen's family, Mrs. Rasmussen and Mr. Cuthbert went through. I cannot imagine. It had to have been an absolutely difficult, heart-wrenching period of their lives. But there's hope, and as you can see with Mr. Cuthbert, there's hope. And there's hope for Mrs. Rasmussen, and we hope that through all of this, things are going to come through, and Mrs. Rasmussen will have what she needs to live a full life, and Jake will have his grandmother for many, 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 many years. And I'm convinced that with the powers that be and the positive energy and what you need, this will come to fruition. With that, I just wanted to, we have some very honorable guests here. Before I say that, I want to thank all of you, but without the help of very significant people, although this doesn't seem to be a whole lot, guys, I've got to tell you, we had 1 week to put this together, and we had students who were amazing who came to our help. So I'd like to acknowledge our crew up there, our young men. So I have James Marcus, Chris Franchano, Eric Bailey, Jaden, and who am I missing? Nathaniel, wonderful, gorgeous Nathaniel. In addition to that, our caretakers really, you know that torch that came in? Well, we just can't bring anything in here without the fire alarms going off. So believe it or not, we really had to have a plan in terms of getting that torch in here so the fire department would be called in. So thank you, caretakers. You guys were amazing in putting up with me. And to all the teachers and the kids, because believe it or not, we had to change the time schedule. We had to cancel we changed our schedule today to accommodate this, and I thank you for your patience in such short notice. And the office staff putting up with me, thank you so much. And we have the media here, police officers, and there's so many people that we have to thank. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping us get this to where it is today. And with that, I'm going to introduce, first of all, actually, I'm going to read a letter from, one of our MPs could not make it, Lois Brown, so she has asked, and please bear with me that I'm going to read this as she was hoping to come here, but she was not able. Am I mistaken? Am I good? Okay. She could not make it. Right. So I'm going to read her comment to the organization. Greetings from Lois Brown. As a member of Parliament from Newmarket, Aurora, I send my sincere best wishes to all of the students, participants and organizers involved in today's launch of the 8th campaign, SOS the World. Today's historic event begins what will be an incredible 4-year journey involving millions of students in 100 countries. It's a 4-year relay, folks. 100 countries are going to be impacted by people like you coming to pass the torch. This tremendous effort will lead to greater awareness of how the gift of organ and tissue donation can save lives and impact so many. I am honored to have the Town of Aurora chosen as a host community for this important occasion, and thank George and Marcelo and Step by Step for their ongoing and tireless efforts to raise awareness of organ and tissue donation in Canada. As stated by Pope John Paul II on September 5th, 2001, organ and tissue donations are a genuine act of love and a selfless gift. This is an issue for all mankind, and each and every one of us may one day find ourselves in a position of needing an organ or a tissue donation. As students participate in the Torch of Life relay, By taking turns at carrying it and cheering it on, they become empowered to spread this very special message to the world. To them, thank you for your important help in raising awareness of life-saving organ and tissue donations. On behalf of my office and the Government of Canada, I wish you the very best for today and for your 4-year journey, Marcelo. And I look forward to welcoming the Torch of Life's arrival on Parliament Hill in February. And with that, I'm going to ask Mayor George, is it Mayor that we should be speaking, Mayor Daw, to say a few words. Thank you, students.
Pleasure to be here on behalf of the Town of Aurora and to read the following proclamation. Whereas Step by Step, a charitable organization, was created in 1997 by George Marcelo. His mission was to promote organ and tissue donations worldwide. Whereas on June the 20th, 2000, the Torch of Light became Step by Step's symbol to shine the light on awareness. Whereas on September the 5th, 2001, Pope John Paul II blessed the Torch of Life and proclaimed organ and tissue donation a genuine act of love, and encouraged the kids to carry the torch worldwide. Whereas, on January the 8th, 2004, 13-year-old Christopher Knowles carried the torch across Canada as he needed a liver transplant. His campaign was called Christopher's Wish and inspired over 100,000 kids. Whereas students from all walks of life have been carrying the torch throughout Canada, the US, and Europe, with media, public, and government inspired millions. Whereas on June the 30th, 2010, Blair and Marla Cuthbert, students from Aurora, inspired Step by Step by carrying the torch to Queen's Park to save their dad Bruce, who was in need of a liver transplant. Whereas we have chosen the Town of Aurora to launch Step by Step's 8th campaign, SOS the World, on December the 9th, 2010, by organizing a 15-school, 25-kilometer relay of the torch. So be it that the Town of Aurora has proclaimed the month of December as Step by Step Organ and Tissue Awareness Month, and it's signed on behalf of the Town of Aurora by myself, Jeff Daw, as Mayor. Thank you very much. Good wishes.
My apologies to the 2 runners for Maximilian. I didn't do it on purpose, I did do it on purpose to not mention your names because I wasn't sure of your entire names. So out of respect for you, I did get them. So if I could have the 2 runners, Catherine Ossiani and Samantha Manchella, could you please stand, please? They were running this morning, they started the race. Thank you, girls. I would also like to acknowledge, again, nothing happens without the people in the background. Mr. Steve Cararetto, who is their coach. Thank you, Steve. At this point, I'm going to ask Mr. George Marcelo and Ms. Del Soto to come up and with their team to speak. Oh, just Ms. Del Soto? Oh, all of us. All of them are going to come up. There you go. Thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you. I want to introduce the Step by Step team. Fernando, Luca, come on up. Miss Patricia Delzato is our newest director for Step by Step. Constable Ojo Tiobati from 13th Division in Toronto is our chairperson and my hero. And my longtime road manager for Step by Step is Fernando Lombardi, and his son, who goes to St. Maximilian, next year is also my godson. And without these guys helping out, I wouldn't have been here today. So just wanted to acknowledge them, and they're going to say a couple words. I really want to say this at the beginning because you know, when you're putting these things together, you literally